Hello, I am Brooks from Wasn't Always Cool. I'm here to do a quick review of The Flash Season 1, Episode 14, called Fallout. I thought this episode was really cool. It was, it, I like Firestorm. I mean, I never have been a fan of Firestorm in the comics, and I think he looks really cool. Like, is anybody else really impressed by the effects in the show? Because Firestorm looks amazing, which is really cool. And and also I I'm gonna go through some pluses of this episode, and Firestorm was definitely a plus for me. And by the way, this is gonna have a few spoilers too, my pluses. And another plus was uh, the ending where Wells takes off his mask. I thought that was just so cool. I mean, we all knew Wells was the man in the yellow suit, but that was pretty much confirmation. It was cool to actually see him wearing it, not vibrating. And okay, so another plus was Grodd. If you're a Flash fan, you know who Gorilla Grodd is, and he is awesome. Kneel before Grodd. So that was cool. It's kind of cool that he's going to be in the show, and he looks pretty good. I mean, I was a little skeptical about what he was going to look like in the show, and I thought this episode was really cool. It had cool effects. I like how it focused on Firestorm. Uh, the only thing that I have a problem with is I wish it focused on Flash a little bit more, because this is the Flash. We watch the show because we like the Flash, and I thought it was cool that Firestorm had this episode to himself, but I don't feel like Flash helped enough, or that he was there enough. And another thing, and that was really the only con I found with this episode. I think this episode was really cool. I like Grodd and Wells unmasked, and I really like Flash. This show is great. But Firestorm was really cool, and I have a feeling that they're trying to spin Firestorm his own show. I really think he should just be a supporting character on Flash, because I don't think Firestorm could hold up his own show. It's possible, but I don't know. So, the only con I found with this episode was not enough Flash, because I do love the Flash a lot. So I'm gonna give this episode an A minus, because the effects were spot on. We got to see Wells, we got to see Grodd, we got to see cool Firestorm effects, and the only problem, which wasn't a huge problem because I like that Firestorm had his own episode, is that Flash was not in it enough. So I give this episode an A minus. If you like this review, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch all of our reviews. We do a review of Flash, Arrow, pretty much every comic book TV show, and we also do reviews of Star Wars Rebels. And if you like that type of stuff, then you should listen to our podcast, Wasn't Always Cool. You can find it on iTunes. The link should be below, and you should follow me on Twitter, and I will update you on our podcast. And we talk about just stuff like this. And this week we talked about superhero movies. Next week we're going to be talking about action movies. So we cover a broad range of topics in pop culture. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like it and share it with your friends. And I will be giving Flash an A minus.